Okay, so today I want to talk about my hair. So I have just woken up and I've done my makeup. I'm ready for work in every other respect except for my hair, because I wanted to show you what my hair looks like when I wake up in the morning. When I wash my hair, I wash it at night time because I find that if I sleep on it, my hair actually lasts longer. Whereas if I get up, shampoo my hair in the morning and then style it, the style drops out a little bit faster. So I like to shampoo my hair the night before, dry it till it's 90% dry, and then go to bed and then wake up the next morning. But in saying that, this is what I wake up looking like. So I've got curls underneath through here. I've got, the ends are a bit straight through the front hairline is crazy. So I wanted to talk about all of the elements of my hair and how just to show you what products I've put in my hair. So last night I put some Speed of Light throughout all my hair, heat protectant, just to apply it liberally. Then I used my Confixer. As you can see, this is my one from home, so half used. The Confixer is a liquid gel and it makes my hair kind of gritty and gives it oomph and body and control, and also will hold whatever style I put in my hair as well. And then I forgot, before I put the Confixer in, I put this one here in. It's a little bit of botanical repair just through the mids and ends, like a tiny little bit. I've just lightened these pieces in my hair recently, so I want to make sure that they're protected and they last and they stay strong as well, so hence the botanical repair. Okay, let's talk a little bit about my hair. Everyone's hair is different, everyone's hair grows differently, and how your hair grows is actually determined from when you were born. So there's some things that you can't change, and one of those things is growth patterns. And normally growth patterns are genetic. The widow's peak is one, a double crown is one, low hairlines, high hairlines. So I'm just going to talk through my own personal experience and what I go through when I do my hair, because I think a lot of people can relate, but also it's just giving you a little bit of insight into what we look for and what we need to work with, I should say, when we are looking at people's hair, not only for hair cuts, but also hair colors as well. Okay. So my hairline, I have growth patterns. My hair grows back off my face. As you can see, it's very strong in how it does that. And there's little whooshy cowlicks, all the way through here. I've done nothing to my hair except wake up. So I blow dried it last night. I blow dried it all this section down off my hair, over my face, to try and tame these cowlicks, but obviously I have slept on it. So when I wake up in the morning, this is what I normally have to deal with. I'm just going to lift up the bottom half of my hair. So through the underneath, it is a lot curlier than it is through the top. So I do have quite a lot of curls through the underneath. My hair is curlier underneath there. And also, it's hard to show on film, but the crown portion of my hair is normally quite flat, and it does tend to split as well. I'm hoping that this is filming because I can't see. So the other thing with my hair is I have a very low hairline. So through the sides, there's really no gap between the top of my ear and where my hair starts. So my hair actually, is quite low. Again, can't see, hoping that this is translating. It's very low through there. So I do need to take all those things into consideration when I am styling my hair. In terms of heat styling tools, I mainly use 3 different types, but I'm only going to show 2 today. So I have a blow dryer. I use a blow dryer with a nozzle on to help me direct the air where I want it to be for my front hairline. When I do blow dry my hair, I don't use too high heat. I use medium heat and high speed. Sometimes when it's too hot, my scalp can get quite sensitive, so I try not to overdo it with the blow drying. And then the other tool that I have is a straightening iron. I've got a GHD Platinum Plus here, but you know, there are plenty of fantastic straightening irons out there. The key thing is the straightening iron is one that's not going to overheat the hair. So this one here only gets to 185 degrees. So it's fantastic for straightening, curling, everything like that, but it also maintains the integrity of the hair as you're heat styling it. If you do have a straightening iron that doesn't have a heat gauge, or you don't know how hot it gets, you can look it up online. I wouldn't recommend using anything over 185, 195 on most textures of hair. The higher you go doesn't necessarily mean the better the straightening is, but that's a whole nother video. So, and there's plenty of those videos out there, but I just wanted to show you what I have at home. Okay, so 2 videos that I'm going to use during and post styling today. I'm going to use the Aveda Heat Relief and then the Aveda Dry Shampoo. The heat relief I'm going to spray through my hair before I straighten, so just for extra heat protection, because obviously I put all my products on last night. I just want to make sure that my hair is super protected when I do my heat styling. And then I'm going to finish my look with a little bit of dry shampoo, mainly through the crown area, just to make sure that I have all the grit and hold that I would like. Before I do any heat styling through my hair, I give my hair a really good brush. So everyone's a bit different about this, how they like to do their hair. The reason I brush my hair is because I don't want there to be any knots through the hair. I want to make sure that it's nice and smooth and manageable, and then I can also section it out. Also, I'm just helping blood flow and stimulation to the scalp, so it's really important just to give your hair a really good brush. Pulls out any dead hairs as well. I am molting a lot at the moment, and I'm thinking I shouldn't have worn a white shirt, but anyway, it's fine. So we'll just start the styling. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start with my front hairline first. The reason I start here is because I want to make sure that if it does get a little bit crazy whilst I'm doing the rest of my hair, I'm allowing that time for it to settle. And then if I need to re-go over it once I'm complete, I will. So I'm gonna just spray my heat relief through my hair. I'm just gonna always do a little test spray just to make sure it's not gonna spit out at me. So I lift up, making sure that I'm getting through all the ends of my hair. Okay, so now what I do, the ends feel slightly damp, which is exactly what we want. So I'm just running my hands through my hair, and I'm going to take my straightening irons and I'm going to do a little technique which can be quite scary for some people, but what I always recommend with anything heat tool related is if you are uncertain of how to do something, practice with the tool off so you don't burn yourself, and then once you've mastered the technique or the flow, or you know which angle you're going to come at from that to do that technique, then you can turn the tool on. I do this all the time with curling wands as well. I make sure that I practice with it off first and then go through and do it with it on. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my iron. I'm going to just take a tiny, I'm not sectioning here at the moment, I'm just going to take a tiny bit of hair, but I will clip that back so you can see what I am doing. So glamorous. This is called just managing the hairline. So I'm just going to take my tool and I'm just going to tap the hairline so that, see how nice and flat that sits. So I've lifted it out and I'm just taking the tip of the tool and just gently squeezing it, and then I'm going to take the next section. So I'm just doing this through the front hairline first. So again, I'll just take a little bit out, lifting it out from the head. This is very hard to do in a camera, but I think I've done this enough times. I've been doing this my whole life, and I'm just trying to get that little bit to sit flat. All that steam that's coming off is not moisture from my hair, that's my heat protectant and my product. So I'm just gently manipulating that hairline. Okay. So because my growth pattern is really strong, I can't really change my parting. It's always normally the middle of my eyebrow. I can't have a full fringe either because it just takes so much to manage it. It just jumps up so quickly. So I always normally have a side fringe or a side part if I am doing my hair. Okay, that's good. So I'm just gently, just doing it as I feel. I'm just seeing where it needs to be. Sometimes I'll leave it open. That's good. So I may think, oh my God, it looks a bit stringy. It looks a bit, this is all gonna come together. This is just a technique. I'm just working on the roots. I haven't really taken the irons down to the ends. Going slightly back off the face. Like so. And then just, so all of this is undone. This is all still wild and a bit crazy, and that's totally fine. Now we're gonna go to the other side. Again, I'm not very perfect. I don't normally section my hairline when I do this. I just kind of feel it where I want it to be. It's so funny watching your face when you do this. Okay, coming at it from the back. See, that's nice and smooth. Sometimes if I'm going out and it's a particularly warm day, I've got little clips, and I put a business card or a playing card on my hair with just a little clip over the top, just to keep that flat. Those unruly ends, eating them as well, it's delicious. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish styling my hair, which will be played in fast motion. And then when we come back, I will talk through the final touch-ups of my hair. Take me to your heart. Okay, so now for finishing. So I've got my hair's all nice and smooth, it's shiny, it feels great, it feels soft. Now I'm just gonna put a small amount of dry shampoo through my hair. Just gonna make sure that it's not gonna explode everywhere because it is a brand new one. I've just run out. So this is my yearly top up. So I'm just gonna take a little bit and just put it through the back and internally and just shake it in. Smells so good. It smells like shampoo. I'm just literally just gonna put it there. That's my main area of concern. And my last little thing that I'm gonna do before I finish is I'm gonna take my tail comb. I'm gonna section a small piece of hair just through the crown. I'm just going to put the comb in just to about 3 centimeters off the roots and just push down and do a couple of little back comb pieces, and then I'm just going to do one more slice just under the crown, and again at that root area as well. So what that's going to do is it's just going to help give me a little bit of lift, make it hold. I do this after I put my dry shampoo in, so that that grittiness of the dry shampoo will hold that back combing in. And that's it. That's me. I'm ready. Okay, I feel good. Okay, so I'm all finished. I've got nice smooth hair, small amount of bend through the end so it sits nicely as I'm moving throughout the day. If it's too straight, sometimes, especially in summer, it just gets a bit weird. So I like to have a bit of bend just to allow for that. Sometimes I'll tuck it behind my ear, which I quite like now with this new color that I've got going on. So this is me. This is how I finish and style my hair. For my day at work. Well, one of the ways I do wear my hair quite differently all the time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment or DM, and we'll be back again soon. Okay, thanks. Bye.